Hello everybody, how are you today? I hope you are fine. I miss all of you. Let's start our new lesson that is called fractions. At first we have to know how to write a fraction. I will make a small line and I will write up the number of colored birds and I will write down the number of all birds. Let's look at the first circle here. I have a circle and I divided it into two equal birds. Okay, and I colored just one bird. Okay, how to write it as a fraction? I will make a small line and I will write up the number of colored birds. How many colored birds? Just one. So I will write up number 1. And I will write down the number of all birds. Let's count them. 1, 2, 2. So it will be 1 over 2. And this fraction is called half. Repeat after me. Half. Let's look here. I have a circle and I divided it into 3 equal parts. Okay, and I colored just one part. To write it as a fraction, I will make a small line and I will write up the number of colored parts. How many colored parts here? Just 1. I will write here number 1 and I will write down the number of all parts. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. And this fraction is called third. Repeat after me. Third. Let's have a look here. I have a circle and I divided it into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I colored only one part. How to write it as a fraction? I will make a small line and I will write up the number of colored parts, just one part. And I will write down the number of all parts, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this fraction is called quarter. Quarter. Half, okay, third, quarter. Half, third, quarter. Let's continue. Write the fraction that represent the shaded part. What the meaning of shaded part? The colored part. I will make here a small line and I will write up number what? 1. Excellent. The number of colored parts just 1. And I will write down the number of all parts, count them. 1, 2. It will be half. It will be half. Let's look here. How many colored parts here? Just 1. So I will write up number 1 and I will write down number what? All parts. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look here. How many colored parts here? Just 1. So I will write up number 1 and I will write down the number of all parts. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be quarter. It will be quarter. Let's continue. Let's write a fraction again. How to write it is a fraction. I will make a small line. What the number I will write it up? 1, the number of colored parts. What I will write down? The number of all parts. Let's count them. 1, 2. It will be half. Let's have a look here. What the number of colored parts? 2. So I will write up number 2. And what the number of all parts? Also 2. So it will be 2 halves. 2 halves. Let's have a look here. How many colored parts? 1, 2. So I will write up number 2 and I will write down the number of all parts. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be 2 quarters. 2 represent the shaded parts. 1, 2 and 4 represent the number of all parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have a look here. How many colored parts? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. So I will write up number 3. And what I will write down? The number of all parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be 3 quarters. 3 quarters. Let's have a look here. How many colored parts? 1, 2. So I will write up number 2. And I will write down the number of all parts. 1, 2, 3. It will be 2 thirds. 2 thirds. Let's have a look here. Let's count how many colored parts. 1, 2, 3. So I will write up number 3 and I will write down the number of all parts. Count them. 1, 2, 3 also. It will be 3 thirds. 3 thirds. Let's read them. Half, 2 halves, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 2 thirds, 3 thirds. 3 thirds. Let's continue. Here He asked me to color in according to the given fraction. Here I wanted to shade in a half. What the meaning of shade in a half? I wanted to color the half of this shape. I wanted to color the half of this shape. Okay, how come? At first, I will color one square out of two. What the meaning of that? I will count two squared, then I will color only one square. 1, 2, color, 1, 2, color. So I will count two squares and then I will color only one square. Let's start. 1, 2, color, 1, 2, color, 1, 2, color. Here, shading a quarter. Okay, how that? I will count 4 squares, then I will color one square. 1, 2, 3, 4, color. 1, 2, 3, 4, color. Here, shading a third, so I will count 3, then I will color just 1. 1, 2, 3, color. Okay, let's continue. Complete. A fraction, its numerator is 1 and its denominator is 3, then it's called what? I will make a small line and I will write up the number of numerator and I will write down the number of denominator. So up we will write the number of numerator and down we will write the number of denominator. Here, what's the number of numerator? 1. So I will write up number 1 and I will write down number 3. It will be third. 1 represents the numerator and 3 represents the denominator. Let's have a look here. Write a fraction, its numerator is 1 and its denominator is 2, then it's called what? So I will make a small line. What's the number I will write it up? The number of numerator, it's 1. So I will write number 1 and I will write down what the number? 2, the number of denominator. It's a half. It's a half. Let's have a look here. Write a fraction, its numerator is 1 and its denominator is 4. Then it's called what? So I will make a small line and I will write up number 1 and I will write down number 4. So it will be quarter. So I will make a small line and I will write up the number of numerator and the number of denominator. 1 is numerator, 3 is denominator. 1 is numerator, 2 is denominator. 1 is numerator and 4 is denominator. Let's continue, my dear student. Complete. What fraction of the flower are red? I wanted to write a fraction that represent the red flowers only. So how many red flowers we have here? Just 1. So I will write up number 1 and I will write down the number of all flowers. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 represents the red flower and 4 represents the number of all flowers. And this is quarter. So the red flowers represent quarter of the flowers. Here, what fraction of flowers are blue? What's the number of blue flowers? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. So I will write up number 3. And what I will write down? Excellent. The number of all flowers. How many flowers? 4. It will be 3 quarters. Here, what fraction of flowers are red and blue? So I will write up the number of red flowers and the blue flowers. How many red and blue flowers? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will write up number 4 and I will write down the number of all flowers. They are also 4. It will be 4 quarters. Quarter, 3 quarters, 4 quarters. Now I finish my lesson. I hope you enjoyed. I miss all of you. See you soon, my dear student. Goodbye.